love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up, it's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't be scared. Just give me up. Don't be scared. I'm so gone, no I'm never turning back. I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so on, you're gonna be hurting bad, cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong, you will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math, when I hate I attack. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't be scared. Just give me up. Don't be scared.
So, I've been doing this thing called crypto trading. You know, it's like buying and selling digital money like a garage sale, but without the rusty bicycles. You're a tough crowd tonight. You know, but I really like crypto. They got some crazy terms. I love the terms they use, but this one, HODL, H-O-D-L, that one just sounds crazy. It sounds like somebody misspelled the word hope. And they always say, just HODL, man. It's like they're giving financial advice with a speech impediment. And those charts, oh man, the charts. Man, I look at those charts and I feel like I'm reading a seismograph in an earthquake. Oh, look, it's going up. Nope, it's going down. Maybe it's just doing the cha-cha, baby. But you ever notice how crypto traders, they're always talking about it going to the moon.
Welcome everyone to the emergency broadcast stream. If this has been an actual emergency, well, we've got a sea of red behind us here on the daily for altcoins. That seems kind of an emergency. Some of these prices are pretty decent. Some of them are holding all right. There's some of them okay. But it is scary nonetheless. And if you look at Bitcoin and look at it on the 1 minute chart, especially like we are right now, you're like, oh my God, it's going to we're dying. What I don't like is that we broke a trend line, so let's zoom out and see what's going on. Let's come to the 1 hour. What's up with you, Bitcoin? Oh, we got room on this one. Look, we got all these wikis down here. What's up with you? Oh, raw. Oh, okay. Wait, okay. Watch this. Wait, draw this. Okay. See, this, we got the angle. We move it down to the next little hump right here because we were doing candle bodies to get our angle right. And so we'll park it right there. That one. There's another little one we can use if we need to. Just to kind of, we're just loosening the rope a little bit, seeing how it measures up. Now that touch from that wick to this wick, perfect. The angle is working for us. And look, we're right at the area where we could bounce. I know. It says, no, that's a cheating road, dog. No. But there is still, you see what line is, I'm on the 1 hour time frame here. Now, it is suggesting to me that Lucy might be touched here. We might come and touch Lucy at about $100,600. Possibly even come down to the 800, but we already talked to the 800. We don't really need to do it. Technically, we kind of say goodbye to Lucy right here when we were down at 99 last time. We don't really need to come say hi to her again, technically, but we might. You might just forget about saying hi to the 100. That could happen. There are some signs here that say that could happen, but overall, I mean, even on this time frame, the 1 hour, let me point out with the moving average strategy that I have, what's really going on here on this particular time frame that will help govern us through this weekend, because we can pretty much on this look ahead about 15 to 20 candles somewhere through there. So we got the next 24 hours kind of lined up here on this chart, what we can figure out. And say, yeah, we could tap down here. We might do that. There is a little bit more wiggle room that we could, I mean, let's just go to it. That one's pretty comfortable. We got 2 points on that one. We ain't got an area point, but 1 on here. But yeah, you see how that could work out. We could do that. And, but that's getting kind of, you know, that would be a little scary for a lot of people, I'm sure. Ichimoku Cloud looks like she wants to do it. But what the hopium I'm trying to give you here, at least on this time frame, we'll look at bigger time frames in just a second. 800, 600, 360 moving average. We're just in between those. Those are bullish. They're in the right order. They're up and to the right. They're strong. That's good. I mean, and we got whale games going on the weekend, and it's what we talked about last night and the night before as possibly what would be happening on the weekends. There's no liquidity here, so retail is not fully in, especially on these altcoins. We're waiting for the VC money. The rumors are that the VC money is looking at coming in, and maybe they got something. Hey, market makers, we want to buy at a better price. Let us put our orders in down here really cheap, and you come and meet them, okay? Yeah, it kind of does work something like that. It's weird. Here on the 1 hour, you got the dreaded. Let me get rid of that little guy. We don't need him anymore. We got this dreaded 50 moving average crossing the 200 moving average. The death cross. Dun dun dun. It's all over, man. It's all over. No. Look at this beautiful area right here. You see this? This last bottom we had at 97,000. Scared the bejesus out of us. That was on that was a Monday. Imagine that. I'm looking to see what they've been doing to us on the weekend. Usually they Sunday we went sideways and they dumped us on a Monday. It was Sunday night they started dumping us on Sunday night. I was kind of expecting maybe that's what they would do this weekend, kind of hold us sideways, then dump us tomorrow night. But looks like they chose today. They're trying to mix it up on us. They're like, y'all catching on to us too much. We're going to mix it up. We're just going to jump a day early. There was a few days. It was a Friday that they dumped us. I mean, when was it here? This was a Monday too. Oh my God. We're seeing a pattern for Mondays. Here was a Sunday dump. Here was we had Sunday. Well, what the hell? Let me read my charts right. What day was this? This was a Monday. What, every day was Monday? Oh, this was all. I'm on the 1 hour chart. We go to the daily. Gosh darn it. No wonder this is not making any sense. I thought I already did that. Let's look back and see when the dumpy started for us. Where are we at right now? This one was on a Wednesday. That sucked. Well, this one was on a Wednesday. Wednesdays kind of suck, don't they? Well, this one was on a Monday when we started. What were we doing? Let's look at our weekends. Thursday, Friday was okay, and it was Sunday when they started giving us the dump, and then we finished it up on Monday. So will we have a couple of days like this? Well, since we're here on the daily, let's ask the daily. Now, we mentioned last night. Was it this one? We mentioned last night because we were hanging around right here underneath the 9-moving average, flirting with losing it, and that opened up the idea to come down to the 21 moving average here on the daily, and that's at 101,500. Now we do have a 50 moving average down here. Now we could do that on a deeper ash retrace, so it opens up possibility of move it over here so we can see it. About 99.3 right through that area for the 50 moving average. If we lose this, we haven't lost this yet though. Our candle bodies are still above it here on the Ikanashi candles. Now if we go to the regular candles, it probably looks a little weird. So we might have a slow burn down here this weekend. It could happen. We moved our trend line. You're moving the goalpost. I'm giving us a little room so that we don't, get scared and say, oh my God, it's all over. And we got some little wiggle room here. We need some signs of we need some good signs happening. Duh. And the good signs that I can give you, even on the 2-hour time frame, 800, 600, 50, 360 moving average, coming here at 100, 255. That's good. That's good momentum there. That's good support areas through here. If we decide to try to wig down there, I would expect us to try to catch there. Now, what I like to do, and let me get to a chart that's not all junky junk. The most effective predictor that I've found so far for price is the mysterious Fibonacci. And it's telling us from our swing low to swing high that we had when we topped out here at 106. We're holding the 618. Our first down point was under the 236. Hoping to hold that because that could be a bitchin' ass move, but they rarely hold. Holding for this 382. I've been looking more for 382s and 0.5s for our retracements to signalize a big move. Now, bouncing off the 618 is also good. I would really like to see that, and that's at $101,089 that we just recently tapped. We might come up, tap this one again, and try to find support here. That would be cool. That would be a higher high. We're still looking on a higher low. Still a higher low from our last low there, and that's gorgeous. But technically, we could come all the way down here. I'm on the 2-hour chart, by the way. Another good one to look at for the weekend. We could technically come down to the 786, get a deeper retracement. Now, at this point in the game, that's a little bit more of a weaker sign here on these smaller time frames. I really would rather not see that happen because then we gotta, we're in the situation where now we're making. Well, we could still make a higher or a lower high and come down lower. We're setting up for something like that. But just remember, the biggest thing that you got to do is really zoom out. When in doubt, always zoom out. And let's go back to the 4 years ago. You're going to see me do this all the time. Whenever we have days like this, we got to remind ourselves, where are we in this market? Where are ya in this market? And for Bitcoin, here we are. Here we are, January. This is last January too. We can go 4 years ago. January kind of gives us the same price actions, a little bit of a drop down. Last January, we dropped down 21% there. And it was the end of January when we started showing a little up. And even when we started showing a little uppiness, we were going sideways and still falling a little bit, scaring people. I remember the cries, oh no, we lost it. And there was reasons to think that because we lost a trend line, bearish retest of it. Perfect opportunity, very legitimate to think. I mean, the logical thing, bearish retest. Roll over, looking for a lower low possibly in there, but that didn't happen. No, my friends, that did not happen. Instead, we did pull that little miraculous move where we got to bounce off the 382 Fibonacci. We went to the upside. Now, we did play with our moving averages over here. We also dropped down to the 100 moving average. That was a deep ass retracement. That was a sign of weakness, but that is one of those last places that you can catch and recover from. And, it did look like we were coming down and tested 200 moving average, but no, we broke back up and then we went on. Now, 4 years ago from this point in history where we are right now, that's the one that I think we really need to pay attention to, and that's over here. Now, 4 years ago, we reached a high of, in 2020, 42,000, and that was awesome. And I believe this was F2 pool that did it in January. Is there January or it was over here? I can't remember, but that scared the whole market. We were freaking out, thought it was all over. And that was a pretty good top. They were calling tops then. People were calling for tops. Well, this was it for the cycle because, I mean, we doubled from where we were before. So maybe it could be. But it didn't make sense for the time frame. It felt like it. It felt like it's the top. A lot of people calling the top. We had a big ass drop from there, 41,000 all the way down to 28, 30% drop, 31%. Quite normal for crypto and Bitcoin, especially for Bitcoin. Crypto can even do more. You've seen that. You've seen them go up and come back all the way down 80, 90%, and then not even be the bear market. It'd be on the bull run. They're retracing that much and giving back gains. They've been weak. They have. It's oversaturated market, definitely. Too many altcoins trying to do too many things, and some of those things come out dated as soon as they come out, or even before they actually get them coded into existence. Then some of the ideas are already getting obsolete. It's crazy how fast this moves. Now here's where we came down and we touched the 50 4 years ago. Might we do that today? This was Thursday, January 28th. Today is February 1st, my friend. Now, I got a prediction that in the next 2 weeks, altcoins are going to be juicy. Well, we're going to get a turnaround that this might be our last little possible flush out for altcoins. And I just want to remind you that that's exactly what it felt like 4 years ago. I remember because I was shaking in my boots. My emotions were not under control as well as they are now because, you know, you got to have your ass handed to you quite a few times before you kind of get used to that beating. You get used to that ass whooping, you toughen up your skin, and then you're like, yeah, whatever. Come on, bring it on, baby. Come on. Hit me again. Come on. Now let me take my shot because I've learned a few things. I've gotten a little tougher too. Come on. So, you know, you got to be patient in this game because they're wanting to flush you out, not just in your Bitcoin, but also in your altcoins. And it's other weekends selling right now that don't have the conviction. If you got the dry powder, if you've been setting up, now some of you guys have been shorting this and you're making a freaking killing, man. And congratulations to you guys. I'm not one of those. I have not been shorting. Hey, hand clappies. Is the hand claps? Oh, I don't have hand clappies over here. You do? Yeah, I don't have it on the button. So for you guys shorting, hey, more power to you. It may come to an end at some point over this weekend and it could turn against you. I'm just going to throw that out there, but do what you do on the way now. Now, some of you guys are just hodlers, you know, and you're like watching your accounts go up and down, and damn, I know it can be rough because those moves can be a lot. 30% down, 20% down in a portfolio. I mean, your $100 is only worth $80 or $70 now. Your $1,000 only worth $700. If you got your portfolio up to $10,000, you watch it go to what? It's almost $6,500, $7,000. Why? Crypto stocks. If you're in altcoins, it may be, you know, and mostly in altcoins. Then, oh, geez, man. $10,000 account could be looking at $3,500 right now, the way that they are doing. That's why it's imperative to have at least 50% of your portfolio in Bitcoin. For real. Even now, you think it's too expensive, but you got a discount today, you need to get some Bitcoin. That will level out your portfolio and make these drops a lot easier to manage. Well, that's the OG trick that I never wanted to hear last cycle, buddy. I'm paying attention to it this time. And here's an example of what Bitcoin can do for your portfolio. This was a $100,000 paper account here on TradingView, available for everybody who wants to do it. You can paper trade over here if you don't feel comfortable. I'm even down $69,000 on fat finger trade on XCN, but hey, $100,000 even with what I'm down. Mostly this was in Bitcoin, just holding it. Buying at 26,000, 27,000, 55, 65, all these areas, just holding it. I've sold a little bit to profits, gave me a little bit more capital to buy more, but this account's, I've got $2.4 million in paper monopoly money available from 100,000 over here, mostly in Bitcoin. The lesson I'm trying to get across is Bitcoin. For real. And for all of some of us altcoin degens, that's a hard lesson to learn. That's a boomer coin. It's not a boomer coin. It's the main coin. All the other ones are just a distraction or an opportunity to make more Bitcoin. That's the way I look at the market anymore. The one that's going to still be around is Bitcoin. The altcoins, you can't say that. The ones that were here last cycle, they were hot. The ones everybody was wanting to get for this cycle, yeah, I'm going to stock up on this one because it's going to do good. Like Polygon Matic, yeah, sitting there, what, 36 cents right now? From my $3, hadn't really done much. Yeah, they kind of lose their steam. New technology comes around, though things get, the hype changes on the altcoins. But Bitcoin, that hype is there, it's growing, and now we got nation states. we got U.S. states, we got other countries, we got everybody, corporations looking at Bitcoin. And the supply is not there. The supply is going to keep dwindling and dwindling. It is the apex asset, just like Michael Saylor said. So don't ever fade Bitcoin. In fact, have a plan to stock up more. Stock up more. It's real estate. It's the new real estate. You want to be a real estate mogul? You want real estate mogul money? Yeah, you need to get just some Bitcoin, because that is where your wealth is going to be. Oh, that's an interesting idea right here. We take the channels. It's not as, this is much safer or much stronger, but this one works. Support resistance flippy area right here for Bitcoin. So, could we reach this? We could technically reach down to these areas. I don't, I'm not seeing much of a reason to come to 96. There could be 99 in that area coming for Bitcoin. So just gotta prepare for it. The daily says it could happen, but so far we're holding that 382 Fibonacci. We're holding. That could be such a good move. This could be such a good move. We've already wicked down one time. We come up high, we make a higher low from here. That would be awesome. Don't know that would happen, but I wouldn't doubt that it would. Or could. Now, on the smaller time frames, like the 4 hour, we got to recover this. Ichimoku Cloud says, chop, chop, chop city. So, I mean, we talked about last night, I wouldn't doubt that they would flush us down and we can recover right back, because the bigger momentum is on their side. Here on the 4 hour, 800, 666, the 360, got the 200 that just recently crossed bullishly over that 360. This is a test, ladies and gentlemen. This is a test of your solitude and your conviction on what you're holding and what projects that you are in, because in my personal opinion, we're probably getting our last flush out this weekend before the fun starts. Let's see if we got any validity to that idea with total 3, which represents our altcoins. We're just taking a dump. Oh my gosh, you took a big old dump. Were you constipated? Were you backed up? What's wrong with you? Oh, you're oversaturated. Oh, you mean you ate too much? You got too much going? Oh, what was that? But this is altcoins should pick up steam during the first 10 days of February. That's what I got. I especially see them starting to pick up somewhere around the 3rd, 4th, 5th of February. Starting to pick up. My personal opinion, we're just getting one last little flush out here. Let's I want to take a measure move from this local pattern right here. I'm just going to take the whole width of it. Let's get the whole thing there. So we got this idea, could take us all the way back down here to 953 billion. We got that idea. And this is the highest peak. We'll take that and draw it straight down. That's Bukowski trick, and that suggests that right here, we're right in the area that we should be bottoming out on. Now, I have been finding that the Bukowski's trick about taking that highest and coming straight down does work fairly damn good. So we're going to mark this as a Bukowski measured move there, and the other one, of course, takes us down to our yellow line. Let's see if Bukowski can save our asses here. Now, here's what I like on this 4 hour chart. Again, moving averages. We're below the 200, I know, and that's bearish. I mean, when you go below the 200, you kind of flip into a bearish mode. But the 100 is way up here at 1.05 trillion. Now, the rule for these moving averages, when we get into my 5 moving average strategy, oh look, we got the channel ideas with the angles. Let's just go ahead and slide this. I must have done that on a different time frame. Doesn't make, well, there's a little bit that can still make sense here. Maybe put it down here. We've still got some wiggle room on the way down, I'm just saying, but I do like the 100 being up here, and the 5 moving average strategy, since we lost this, we lost our 9, 21, 200 and all that, 360, blah, blah, blah. Just when the 200 was easing up on that 360, that would have been a bullish cross. I think we'll still get it. We can bounce back to the 9 or 21 right here. to the 50 to the 100. Since we lost the 200, what we should be doing is coming back to the 100 to talk to it, come down to the 50, figure things out, and then go from there. If that happens, that's how my moving average strategy works. Will it happen? Let's find out. So moving average strategy says we should come back up here, wherever this guy is hanging around, and then wherever this guy is at, come there, and then possibly bounce. So there's an idea. Look, it's going to make a shoulder, head and shoulder to the downside, and I'm sure that you will get a lot of that. But this is a top pattern that ideally price will rise into one of these, and then it will dump. You may get a little action out of this, but most times when you see this applied, when price is coming down and people call it little shoulder, head and shoulder to the downside, it's very mild if it does make a lower low and then we bounce. I don't have the accurate numbers, and I'm not going to make any of that and throw them out of my ass, because that annoys the hell out of me when I see other people call everything 68% of the time. But about 8 or 9 out of 10 times I've ever seen people apply this. I mean, it's enough to where I'm like, oh hell, I'm going to counter trade you. Because it's not being applied properly. All you got to do is just read the guidelines. All you got to, they spell it out. I don't know why some of these other people was trying to come out and try to rewrite the rules of pattern trading and applying bottom patterns at tops. I mean, here's an inverted complex head and shoulder to the upside. It would be great if it's a bottom pattern, but it's not. It's at a top. It's at a top. It's not. What it is, though, is one of these guys with a trend line. And yeah, I'm connecting my dots. I'm going to go from wick to candle body, because that seems to be lining up kind of the best right there, and not even the greatest. Go to candle body to candle body. That might work a little better. Yeah. It's usually the best thing to do there. And if we just kind of extend these lines out, you can see that we're in, really, if you look at what the pattern is that we're doing, let's get rid of some of this other stuff. It helps if you zoom out if you're trying to pattern trade. You get some people are teaching people just to get so caught up on the little local patterns that they forget what the bigger patterns they're in, which we're in bigger patterns, and there are patterns within patterns. We can do that, but the more you zoom in on this, the more convoluted your thinking can get. All right, so we got this old idea here. It's a little lackluster, but this one does make a lot more sense. This asset has a 72% chance to break to the upside. What we are looking to happen here with this particular pattern, this downward falling wedge, or this bullish megaphone pattern, is something called a partial decline. It's where it levels out on an area, and it looks like it may be doing that somewhere. Now, she may still come down to 76 Fibonacci area, but all these areas right through here seem to be holding. So we level out here, then we're setting up for a possible breakout, and then we start moving up. And that's what I'm seeing out of altcoins. I've seen other indicators telling me that we should start picking up pretty nicely into the first couple of weeks of February. Around the 3rd, it might change and we get a drop and say, oh God, altcoins suck again. So I'm going to make sure that I'm going to try my best, just to take more and more profit. Is there any other thing that we can use over here that might help us soothe our little nerves? Because I've just noticed, it just seems like for the last 3 weekends, that they like to scare us out on the weekends and get us to a point where we want to capitulate and maybe de-risk our portfolios. And then as soon as you do that, they turn right back around and start moving it up. They've been pretty savvy at doing that. They're pretty smart. They're pretty good at taking your money away from you. Oh snap, don't do that. We got our angles here from candle bodies to candle bodies, and then we moved it down to wicks, and the angles match perfectly. And it does. It kind of tells us, yeah, altcoins may come down just a little bit more. I've got a lot of confluence that we can bounce right here, 975 in that area, 975, $980 billion. We lost our trillion dollar market cap, a little flush out, but my prediction is we're going to bounce. And we'll probably start seeing that this weekend, maybe Monday or Tuesday. because there is some fear on the legacy market. And from what I've been watching from analysts over there, is they're waiting for Monday to see if they either pump or dump. They don't know. They're confused. Are you going to pump on Monday or Tuesday, or dump on Monday or Tuesday? That's how they're saying it, because they don't know what to take from the tariffs and the tax situation is what I'm getting fed from that. Just some FUD and uncertainty, but regardless of whatever the legacy market does, Bitcoin is going to continue doing good. Now, S&P 500, now this represents tech stocks and things like that. Probably a good idea to look at that right now. Hello to everybody in the chat. I haven't even come over and said hello. I've just been addressing the emergency situation here, but let's take a look at the SPX 500. So here we are. I've still got a target up here, $61,072. We topped out here, started coming down, and that's what I had on my other chart. You know, we're making a channel, and everybody thought we were done here. Shoulder, head and shoulder to the downside. Yeah. Even the crypto people were, I mean, okay. And yeah, you could definitely look at that, but I saw this, and then I saw the channel and how it was respecting the channel. So I was sticking with this idea, such as we have spelled out right over here. I never varied from that. Over here, you can probably see it better over here. It's just on the daily time frame. How we broke out, retested it, and now we're going back up. So we haven't quite, we made a new high, dropped back down for a retest, and now we're working on duck lips is going on. This is going to be bullish. And my personal opinion, is it? Wait a minute. Do we have duck lips? I'm on the 4 hour here, and this market's closed. She's trying to duck lip in the process right here. She may get choppy next week with the regular markets. It might, but eventually, I think they're going to be fine. This is bullish. This is bullish. So I think the whole markets, all the players are just trying to take advantage of what they can do. That's my personal take on it. And I hope I'm not wrong on that. I hope I'm right on that. But Bitcoin, good old Bitcoin. On these, oh, did you bounce? Oh, look at you. You've been bouncing, right? All right, so we're watching Bitcoin bounce, and I've got a trend line here. Yeah, that's a pretty decent one. I don't know how accurate it is on this time frame, but we got our fib areas in there and everything. Where's CoinEX? So this is where I literally nailed the bottom on that entry in Bitcoin, and of course now I'm down on it. I'm down $139 on my full Bitcoin purchase. Did not get one over here. I don't think I have an order in. Well, that was the power of measured moves. My, how we fell since all of these times over here. Look at that. So we got I got a blue line over here at 100,000, and that was a measured move. I didn't write what it was a measured move from. I tried to do that, but it's not there. And now I'm going to play with some trend lines and angles here. Nothing speaking to me there at the moment. I always got to go and ask questions and see if they got anything to say. I would say that one thing that we could do is look where we came from. Let's take a measure and move from that. I would think that more pattern traders on YouTube would do this, but I just see them chasing flags most of the time. But, you know, I always find that it's helpful if you just look back at where you were. Now, Thomas Bukowski says, we'll take that top one right there, come straight down. Put that to the breakout, and oh my gosh. Oh, don't want to hear that. That sucks. That would suck. That would suck to come down here, wouldn't it? Actually, I believe, let's adjust this one. That is 99,000. Now, I'm just telling you, Bitcoin comes down there as anywhere under 100,000, even right through here where we are. I've got orders stacking. I'm buying. Every $100 is dropping. I've got something going into it on my spot margin because I'm trying to collect this little sucker. I've found that every time I buy it somewhere sub $100,000 and close to $100,000, and I start taking profits around 105, 106, 107. Well, that helps build my Bitcoin back on spot margin, paying down those loans. And if we keep doing this, I just keep getting more and more Bitcoin, and I'm cool with that. Let's do that a couple of times. This may be the last time we do it. This would be great if this turns out to be a fake out, or if we just drag this trend line down just a little bit to our wicks there. Oh, snap. Look at that. The angles are being respected right now, ladies and gentlemen. That angle nailed it. That angle nailed it. We just put it down to the bottom here. And then that's exactly where we bounced off of. Trend lines, downward trend lines. Let's hope that holds. This formation that we're doing right now, we're on the 6 minute, I'm on the 6 minute time frame. We're not even zooming out. We're just right in it. This is a downward channel, a descending channel. And you could probably get some other patterns out of it if you wanted to. But they're bullish. They break up to the upside about 64% of the time. If my memory is correct, it's 63 or 64% of the time. They have a good chance of breaking up. Let's try this zone. Let's pull out the old fibs and see if we got a nice little bottom area right here. The Fibonacci here with Bitcoin, shall we? Let's go from swing low to swing high. Tell me where I need to buy. And I would, dang, you nailed that 1382. Were you a 618 up here? Were you a 618? I just want to know. You were a 618er. That bottom target got hit. I didn't call it, but going in retrospect and doing it, bottom target got hit. Trend lines confirm it. I'm kind of liking that. Was this it? Maybe. That would be cool. There's some ideas here on this small ass time frame saying that could be it. That could be the brunt of it. And we got a nice big thick. I went up to a bigger time frame. We got a nice big thick Ichimoku cloud there. Well, that's rather interesting. We're not out of the woods. We've still got some things on these smaller time frames, but we could be bouncing back up to try to recover. That would be nice. Now, whether we do a bearish retest and roll over around 101.8 or 101.9, we got to see that idea. That could happen. We could get rejected back up here, but I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing here on some of those smaller time frames. Interesting. Let's come over and shout out to all you guys. 23 people hanging out with me on a surprise stream. Thank you very much. Let's say hello to everybody and we'll start looking at maybe a few altcoins or talking about a few things that you got questions about. But I just had to dive into Bitcoin and you know, they want us scared on the weekends because we're the retail traders. Oh, hey, Chicky. I just saw you over. Hey, Chicky. Drop it like it's hot, baby. I forget she's on this scene. I'm used to being in the other room. We got Jason. We got Bug Pip, Jowdy Crypto, Julian, Dylan VA. Hey, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Dave P, Brackets Adventures, a little cowbell, clear the air there. Jason Road Dog, save us. I'm already at 0, calling bankruptcy. Oh man. So in those situations, and I mean, it really comes down to habits. I mean, honestly, it comes down to trying to get better habits, healthier habits when it comes to trading and when you buy and sell, and getting rid of those bad habits. Build good habits and get rid of the bad habits. And those bad habits are usually buying those green candles instead of buying the red candles, and we should be trying to sell those big old green candles. And it's hard to flip your mindset to do that, but once you do start doing that more consistently, it really makes a difference. It makes a difference. But it's hard. It's a mindset. It's a psychology thing. Trading is definitely psychology. Board PC guy, how's it going? My baby Saul is testing some sad levels. It just means it wants to be bought more soon. I think so. You could probably see about $200 out of that 202, if I remember from looking at the charts. Could be. I've got orders down in there and saving some in case we go to 180 or something crazy like that. I don't think it's going to happen, but I don't know how intent that they are on trying to flush us out this weekend. But it could be a good flush out because February should be a freaking awesome month for us. There should be lots of good news coming out. Lots of good news about crypto coming out. We already know we got a president that's pro crypto. He's got his own meme coin out there. Now, some people are giving him crap about it and everything. But I think the message behind it wasn't, hey, man, I want to see if I can just suck up all the money. I think the message behind it, without him coming out and officially, crypto bros, I got you. I'm one of you. He's letting you know that he's one of us, is how I read that. And so do you think that they're going to tax crypto like all hell, that they're going to come out and start coming down and cracking down on meme coins? I don't see that happening. May not be a bad thing to do that, but you know, maybe for vapor projects, maybe they'll have to have something meme needs. I don't know. But we got a president that's pro crypto. I'll drink to that. Did you see that coming? Because our last president hated it, and we're just finding out more and more how much he hated it and how much the banks hated it. Even rumors that XRP might have been behind that little push to to be coming down on some other cryptos. There was a rumor that XRP was just trying to corner the CBC market with the banks, and you know, and they were in favor for Bitcoin being pushed down and other things. I mean, I don't know if it's true or not, but that is one of the rumors circulating. Something to park in the back of your mind, and you know, wait and see if there's any signs of truth coming out. When you got big money, you got big goals, and you got big methods of getting there, whether they're ethical or not. I don't know. More PCs says, I'm not looking at CoINEX today. Lies! Bullish on Parade says, happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, everybody. Just got it. Jama T, what's happening? Glad to have you here. Welcome to the stream. See some new faces here, new names here. I'm glad to have you. Oh, wow. I'm way behind on the chat here. Avi says, I'm scared. Hold my hand. Avi, let's just, everybody, you probably need a hug today. So I've got the doctor outfit. We got the stethoscope. We're here to take a look at these altcoins and see what kind of condition they are. And they may need a little medical attention right now, but I know it's hard, but you know, bedside manner is part of it. And if you need a hug, come on, let's bring it in. Come on, let's hug it out. Right. Oh, see, isn't it better? Just let it go. Just let it go. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. But I'm here to tell you, in a couple of months, you're going to look at this and say, wow. Oh my God, I'm so glad I didn't capitulate. Because they want you to capitulate. If you need to save your ass on something, save your ass by all means. You know, maybe you need to sell off 10% or something. If you're like on some kind of leverage or something or margin, that might be enough to just to keep you in the safe zone. But capitulating? I mean, do what you need to do to protect your purse. Do what you feel is comfortable. But they like to do this to us on the weekends. They've done this. They like to rack our nerves on the weekends. They've been doing it the past few weekends. And it's Fox. And then they turn right around and then they start bumping things up a little bit. Enough to get you excited where you want to start buying high, and then they turn, it's the game. They sucker you in to start chasing those green candles during the week every time. It's their game plan. Dumpy a little bit on the weekends. There's low liquidity here. Whales get to play their games. Oh my God, I'm going to sell. And then what? They start pumping it back up, and you're like, oh crap, I got to start buying. And then it goes higher. And I need to buy more. And the same thing. And then they come and dump us again. And then here's where you're underwater. You're underwater again. So you're more scared, right? Because you bought here, and you bought here, might have even bought here. Look, it's a flag to the upside. Let's get in. And then it's not, because it's resistance, and then you end up coming back down. So then you're underwater even more. Whereas if you would instead, when they do that, maybe if you can get yourself where you can buy when they dip us down, and then maybe you just take off just a little bit of profit. Just a little bit of profit on those places where you're tempted to buy, instead of, oh man, I want to buy something, maybe you try to sell. Then you got dry powder when they dump us down again. Now, eventually this is not going to work, and this may be the last weekend of it, but for the last few weekends, doing that has been very helpful. And that's what I've been trying my best to do. I haven't done it perfectly, but the bags that I did do that, they're sitting pretty right now. I'm not having to add funds or anything. I'm sitting there, I'm drawing off funds from them to help ones that maybe I wasn't paying attention to, some of the really small accounts I wasn't paying attention to. But we go up, and I plan on doing it again. I'm buying what I can here and selling a little bit on the way. And it's changing my mindset, because used to, I mean, what I wanted to do so much was, what we just talked about, selling on the way down, and then buying back on the way up, or selling all down here and then buying on the way up. Yeah, and it's. You can, in spot margin, you can build a bag that way, but it's better if you do it this way. If you sell on the way up and then you got it. But it's hard. It's hard to get that mindset. It's hard to get those habits established. But it's so easy on paper. Buy high, sell low. I know, buy low, sell high. I said that totally backwards. So easy when you put it in those terms. But that's exactly what it is. It's just so hard to execute for everybody. And why is that? Because emotions. But what can help you with emotions? Technical analysis, trend lines, support resistance, those very basics right there. Maybe you get into where you can use a Fibonacci or something like that. I'm not going to lie, Ichimoku Cloud looks mean here. But we do have some support lines. We got a few targets in case we lose those areas. But I do see good things going, mostly. So fellas, how we doing? Or PC Guy says it'll come back. Thanks for the early show. No problem. My pleasure. Can we blame our crypto going down on Sean? You can blame everything on Sean as far as I'm concerned. But you know what's so crazy right now? I mean, this updates in, what is it updating? About updates in 2 hours. But our greed is at 68%, or at least it has been for the last 24 hours. It was last updated yesterday. And last week, 75%. Last month, 70%. Yesterday was extreme greed. See that? Well, the extreme greed. So everybody buying the green candles, they're flushing them out today. It's like, yeah, suckers. Oh, I got paid. So the market makers are getting paid, and the shorters are getting paid. The big money whales are getting paid. But being the greed up there, unless we just start going down and lose it, and come down to like 30% over here, or 40% or something in the fear on this update. And that might be good, because that's when you want to start buying, when we're actually in fear. Buying and greed. This is a good little, for some of you guys may not know this, but this is a good indicator to follow, especially if you're doing DCA, dollar cost averaging. Stay away from buying as much, or if you do DCA, use it in small amounts when we're in greed and extreme greed, but definitely start cranking up your DCA when we start getting in the red areas. Dollar cost average is what it is. If you're, and that I say that for the people that have been here for a while in this market, and if you're new, if you're brand new and don't have a clear line, I don't know what to do, I don't understand any of this TA stuff, I don't understand nothing. Your best strategy right now, one of the most effective strategies, even for people that know TA, and what most of the gurus out here do, is dollar cost average in the projects that they want. A little in here every week, every few days, however you want to structure it, whatever amount that you got to put in there, you can structure. If you only got like a couple of thousand to throw in, putting $100 in here and then waiting a little bit, putting $100 in, or buying those prices coming down on these red days, But typically, you dollar cost average, put a set amount in, like on a certain time period. There's so many different ways you can do it. Or as price comes down certain percentages, but we're down, I would say, anywhere around $100,000, close to $100,000. And any time that we fall below, start your DCA thing. Maybe you want to DCA by levels. That's kind of basically how I'm doing on my spot margin. If you think about it, how I approach it, because I pyramid my orders down, right? We come down. I got bigger buys as lower we go. It could be the same number of buys, the lower we go, same amount, $100 here, $100 here, $100 here, $100 here. That, in effect, is a method of DCAing or layering in. Just setting those limit orders and just letting them fill. Some people are calling it catching a falling knife, and you can look at it that way. You can call it layering in, DCA, however you want to look at it. Buying Bitcoin when she's under $100,000 at this point in the game, that's going to pay off. My featherless friends, how far are we doing? Avi Medina says, hit the like. And I say, yeah, that's a good idea. I like that. Do we have that Elvis button over here? Is Elvis not over here? We don't have Elvis on this? That we can't. I'm sorry. We got to have Elvis. You just ain't Bitcoin without Bitcoin Elvis. I'm sorry, we're adding Elvis to the lounge. Elvis, welcome to the lounge. You're a lounge singer anyway. I said, welcome to the lounge. You're.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you.
Elvis.
Thank you very much.
Bitcoin Elvis. It's a little starstruck right there. Board PC guy says, some whale dumped 13.5 million of virtual apparently and 16% down. Is that tasty as it sounds? Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it. Why is my tablet not working over here? Let me get my tablet going so I can keep up with the chat just a little bit better here. Come on, baby. Let's start looking at some altcoins. Let me... I don't know. Do I have that over here on the screen? Let me throw up my... That's not it. Oh, there's... Avi Medina sent super chat. Says, thanks, Doc. They did my crypto meds. Thank you so much for the super chat. Hand clappies, where you at? Hand clappies? Why are the hand clappies so hard to find, John? Just put, there we go. Hand clappies need to go up a little bit. There we go. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for your support. We are 100% crowdfunded here. We lived through 2008 and 2020. Send it all to hell. Oh my gosh. War PC guy says, I should have shorted, but I don't love doing it. Same here. I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy it. But I mean, the people who did, and you know, comfortable doing that in the bull market, I'm just not comfortable at it at all right now because I know at any time they're going to rocket it on us. But nothing wrong with it. Oh, sheesh, I'm nodding up and down like you said. Thank you, Bitcoin. Bobby Yas. We just need a, I can't read that. Is it a floor to buy? I'm losing patience. I think that's what, yeah, a floor to buy. I agree. We've not quite got our floor just yet. Wow, I'm really way behind on the chat here. 24 people. Thank you for hanging out. Matic fooled me so many times. I'm surprised I'm still in profit on these, but I am surprised I'm still in profit on XRP. Still in profit on a lot of my coins, except for Rune. Rune has been tanking. A lot of FUD there. I got my Rune really, really cheap, so it feels like I'm trying to round trip it. Hadn't quite hit my entry levels yet, but still awful close. So at this point in the game, I'm either going to double down on Rune or take an L. So I'm probably going to double down on it because she makes it back up from here. It'll be a payoff, and if it doesn't, well, hell, my other projects will help me. I'm taking a risk on Rune. Solana did the same thing, and I didn't take a risk on Solana back at the juicy prices at $8. I might have got a few, but most of them I got around 20, 19, 20, and up. And I'm gonna play Rune. 100x shorts is 0. I'm with y'all. Go to the Looney Bin together. Do you think the big drop is coming? I don't think there's going to be a big, huge drop. I don't. This is the big one. Oh, this is the big one, Elizabeth. I'm coming. I'm coming, Elizabeth. That was a cool show back in the day. Scarlet says, I sold a bunch of blood to buy all the Rune. Feeling dizzy. Need a juice box. Jamaican lifestyle. Hey, welcome to the stream, man. Dogecoin. We can look at Doge. Let me go ahead and write some of these down while I'm saying them. Don't know how much time we got for a bunch of altcoins. What Rune and Doge. I forgot the virtual. I think virtual. Board PC guy says XRP gave Harris quite a sum. They did. They did. They did. My issue is I have to make a sell cycle for my alts. I have unobtainium hands, and it's a problem. Ulan says, hold. Billy Bob told me to sell my say. Billy Bob? I mean, it's hanging around its little bottom area. I mean, she's I don't know. I mean, it's supposedly on par with SWE with technology and everything, and it looks like it could be a nice little layer 1 play. But she's been low. She's been slow. Caspa's been slow. A lot of them have been slow. But layer 1s are a good pick right now. If you look at layer 1s right now, those will be the first movers that probably get a lot of steam. When the money starts coming back into crypto, layer 1s, that's how they kind of trickle down. You got your Bitcoin, your Ethereum, your Solana, and you know, those are also layer 1s. And then the other layer 1s below that. And then we start trickling into the ones that are on those chains, those projects. And those start coming up. We go from the large caps and we just work on down. The money trickles down in it, but it all starts with Bitcoin. We lost our chat again. All right, so here is a submit your coin request for live analysis. Priority goes to super chats and members. And let me add that one on here. So I've got 4 coins so far. I'll come back and look under there, and we'll try to get what we can in the time that we got left. I've been going for about an hour. I might go for about another 30 minutes. We'll set the old timer here. Can you guys see the screen okay? Should we go back to the other room? I got more bells and whistles over there. I don't know. Jason says, turbo! Let's go do it. Sure, let's look at virtual protocol Mixi. Oh, you down, baby. You down at 166. That's so juicy. Oh, that's juicy. That's juicy. How well this one does as a project, I don't know. But price wise, I'm still looking, believe it or not, looking at 113, and that's where I got my little arrow. So that means that I saw a lot of weight saying that we could go there, and apparently we are. If I can quit drawing yellow lines on the screen here. Now these targets, they will change. These are no longer valid. We'll have to come back and revisit those. Because we got a new bottom, so that's going to change things for us a little bit. Swing low to swing hard. Tell me where I need to buy. Lost a 618. Headed toward the 786 area. What we're looking at, 200 daily moving averages down there. Now she's got some bullish divergence forming here. She does, she does. Let's try one other little technique here. In case she wants to do something a little tricky. Okay, you're at one of them. Okay. All right, let me do a little advanced fib stuff. Well, let me do one thing here. Here's a measure move. From the breakout says, oh man, don't do it. Don't do it. That's the measure move with no multiplier added. So we got that idea. Sucks to be you, measured move. Okay. Let's see what we got. Swing high to swing low. Tell me when you 618'd me? Alrighty. I would fib this out. I'm just going to use the measure move thing to get there. Also right down here. Oh shoot. We're getting confluence or a lower area there. At 107, can you go there? I've got a target right here at 122, but we're getting some confluence that 107 might be on the, or 107, 108, 107.7 is technically what I'm getting there. Might be on the table for virtuals. Wow. Let me do something with candle bodies here. Now that suggests that we're almost there. When I taken it from the candle bodies, and to me that's and that nailed it for the retest. This one may have more weight than the other one. So I'm gonna put this one on the back burner. Actually, we'll put him out there, but this one here might have a little bit more weight, but we've still got this target down here at 122. So this is just my ideas to look at the moment, short term. So what I want to do, I want to look at the candles, and so here's in the 4 hour, we got the 800 moving up there. I'm leaning a lot more toward this one right now. Ichimoku Cloud don't look good though. She look like she ready to dump on us. Bigger moving average are here for us. They're here for us. We've got some resistance over here at 259. That will be an issue. I got a lot of things pointing right over here in this area though. So maybe we will catch a little, we should catch a bounce. Now whether we come up and then go lower, that I can't tell right now. That could happen. I've got everything pointing right here toward 152, 153. Everything seems to be pointing right here at this area where we can get a bounce for virtuals. So let's see if that happens. I'm going to paint you green. And I'm going to put me another little marker right there. Right now, that one's looking really strong to me. All right, virtuals. I think it looks promising. So for shorts, that would be a good place to maybe take some profit. Let's take a look at Rune because she sucks. Ruined. That was a subconscious. Oh man, you're at 120. Thucky thuck. All right, Rune, what the hell are you doing? Let's zoom out on Rune. Let's take this angle down here and see if we can. That's going to be hard. Oh, you did get. Okay. You went right. I think we're touching. No, we're not touching. It looks like it touches there, so it looks like broke through and retest. Okay, well that's one idea there. That's going to be resistance on the way up. That's going to suck. It's going to be hard to get past 241 from where we are with Rune. Oh, you breaking that right now? For real, for real? You're going to come all the way back down to the very bottom that you're at down here? For real? So the lowest she got back in June of 2023. Oh my gosh. You are really coming back into... You could be coming right back down to where I got you at. You're probably in some of the general area where I started buying you at too, and adding more to my bag. Wow. Looks like I'm round tripping Rune at the moment. She's got bullish divergence that's been forming here on these bigger time frames. So close to flipping the whole script on this band, but she's still holding on so far. Dang, man, it sucks to be in Rune right now. All right, so you broke trend lines, you're breaking all the rules here. But you're so close to it. We want to look at 113 for 113 to hold. I don't have a total guarantee, but I got more of a guarantee than not that it's got a really, really good chance to hold. and change these colors on these lines so don't get it confused with that horizontal support right there. Let me check. Oh, you did that. And you're, oh man, you're a 0.5. All right, well, let's look for something to happen here. Jeez, oh gosh. But this one's on the table. This one might be it. If we don't bounce from here and recover this trend line, do a bear trap idea and try to come back and come up through here. Oh man, I hate to say that, but this guy 56 cents is it's on the table. She is on the table from where we were traced there. But let me do one other thing. It didn't do a perfect 0.5 retracement. So what I'll do is take that move, and this might scare the bejesus out of you. That was the one I didn't want to put on there. I didn't want to. No, you can't go there. You can't go. You can't go there. That's in the negative. That's all the way to 0. I'm not calling for it to go to 0. Rune is scary as hell right now. I'm just saying. We're gonna have to get some moxies. We're gonna have to have some giant balls, the kind of balls that you can't sit down very comfortable on. Stringer said it looks good to me. Actually, it's looking kind of juicy to me too, for real, for real. Especially if this area can hold, or if worse, if it. Okay, so the area I need to hold, or we're right there on it right now. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're close to it though. Okay, what do you look like on smaller time frames here, Rune? You haven't touched it yet. Come and touch it. Go touch it. You know you want to touch it. Just touch it. It won't bite you. Oh, nice. If that holds, nice. Are we in a channel? Let's get our angles. Let's get rid of this guy. I'm on a 24-minute time frame. I want to put it here for right now. Oh gosh, that maybe she'll do something. Maybe. That sucks, Rune. I had so much hope for you. I was expecting you to reach around $16 and again, or $16. Life would be good again. With so much resistance. She's going to have a battle coming back up. I think it's going to be a slow ride up. Dang. This is going to take a lot of patience. Do I really want to do? I'm already there. Let's take a look at Doge. Dogecoin on Binance here. What's going on with you, Doge? You retesting our bottom line here, and we still got some wiggle room on this one too. It can go down lower. Are you wanting to go down lower? But this might hold. That might hold. I'm on the 1 hour. Well, that did not happen there. We got the breakout. Looking to get past here, and she faked out. That would have been a safer entry. We're talking about when to enter. Safe entries, because she could break out and be lackluster, and she was a lot worse than I expected. The altcoin just taking a hit. This is the main area of support right through here, though. It has been. I mean, you can draw a little rectangle. I don't do this technique a lot, but I mean, it's a good technique to do. You just get your horizontal range there. I'm still looking at this idea. We just don't. We get a fuzzy bottom trend line here, but so far it seems like we're testing the bottom of it. Let's hope it holds. Let's try not to. If need be, we can bring these ideas down a little bit. There's a little bit of wiggle room, but not a whole lot. This pattern is normally pretty good. It's a right angle ascending broadening wedge. It's a megaphone pattern. So one of the triangle patterns, bouncing off the bottoms and then going toward the tops. It's been doing it. You can't deny it. Been doing it. Got to tighten it up. My angles here on this particular chart, but They vary from time frame to time frame, just depending on where you draw them from. When you change time frames, your lines will vary a little bit. Just get used to it. You can adjust them a little bit. The angle should basically hold though. Doge, are you trying to bounce here? You're trying, ain't you? You're trying to bounce right here. I don't know if you're going to pull it off or not. Ichimoku Cloud's not giving us what we need to see there, like a big, thick, succulent cloud wanting us to go in. Man, and she may be coming down to these areas down here. I don't know that she'll reach 30 cents. She's at 31 right now. Anywhere above 28 is really good for Doge. I know some people are going to look, Adam and Eve, top pattern, but it's a bottom. We're at a bottom. So that's probably not going to play out as well. But what can play out is the channel that we're in. And you can take a measure move from that. If we break these levels, I mean, yeah, we could be looking at the 28 cent area. So possibility. Let's take a look at Cardano. You suck, Cardano. What are you doing? You being too cheap. Why you gotta be so cheap? Zoom out. It's always good to zoom out. Cardano, higher lows, man. Except for here, you suck there, but you know, still in the graded picture thing, we're still doing all right. Daily chart. So we're still good. We're hanging out, man. We're hanging on this 236 Fibonacci right here. I mean, we're respecting that. Let's get rid of that little small ass time frame there, little trend line I got there. This is looking okay. I mean, she can look better. It's chop. Maybe we come down to 72 if we lose this area. That's one that's on the target. Where's the 382? Oh. Oh, you were okay. I'm sorry. I got twisted on which ones I was reading there. This is for this Fibonacci coming through here. Now this is the juicy zones to buy it. We came up, rejected off the 382. Now we're coming back and we're testing this. This is like a zone, a buy zone, and we're coming back and just testing that level. I think this is bullish as all get out. So I don't see anything bad here. Might hit 72 cents, still okay. It's just retesting these areas here. That's normal. Could happen, but seeing $1.80 again real soon, yeah, that can happen too. Test Vibs 0.5 retracement. Yeah, no, that's a little note that I put. Let's go with Turbo. Take a look at Turbo. Turbo, you lost it, baby. What happened? You're testing. I'm on the daily. There's the 360. This is why I have the 360 moving average, because you see stuff like this happen. It catches the false spots apart. The 360 moving average. I'm just saying, you don't see many people use that one, but the price action respects the hell out of it. Let's tighten up our trend lines. We lost that. That sucks to be you. One way that we can look at this is from our original pool here, and how we can interpret this is that we from our original pool, swing high to swing low, trying to predict where she's going to go. She did great. She came up to our ears, but she nailed that 1618. That's reversal. That's the extent of this. So she hit target perfectly for what we would have calculated over here. All right, so for her to come back off of this same Fibonacci scale and to retest the 236, because below the 236 on this particular pull with the Fibonacci strategy, this was the best accumulation below Turbo on, what is it? 0.004. I think the bounce off of here could stick. I know we broke the trend line. We're probably looking for a lot of bear traps right now, swing failure patterns to happen. That'll you know, you won't realize it until probably next week, or maybe and it may take them a little while to play out. But this one's got a good chance to be a swing failure pattern, or a bear trap is what I've learned to call them, where we kind of work our way back up and get back into the pattern, and then we start shooting off. That fits in with the February scenario very well. Finding support here. Look, the 200, the 100 moving average is way up here at 0.008. So I think we got a good chance of recovering from here. The fact that we're coming down to retest this green box area, we don't even have to go into it. We could, but I don't think we will. Because bouncing off of that would be great support. Then we got a whole new, I mean, basically how this works. Let me get rid of the Fibonacci here. Fibonacci, get rid of you. You're cluttering up my screen. But she fulfilled everything she needed to do for that. So that fib move is over, in my opinion. And we possibly got a new one setting. And what this does is this makes us a new little buy zone. A new little green box. We'll color it different. We'll color it kind of... That's not it. That's not it. So technically, you know, if we're bottoming out here, if this is our bottom and we don't go lower, anywhere below 0.007 will be the sweet zone to buy before we go up. And you gave us a full 886 retracement here from this low to that high. That looks great to me. Mark you off. Oh no, you gave us a, wait a minute. You can't be zero. I'm getting them mixed up with my other fib here. Take the other fib off. Yeah, 886 is right here, right where we touched. Nailed to 886, basically. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is one of them harmonic patterns, but I'm not there yet. Let's see if we're numbers kind of. Would you be coming from here or here? You'd be coming from here. To the 886. 1.14. I think it's really 1.13, but close enough. So one thing about these harmonic patterns, if they do, a lot of times they'll come back down and get another type, what they call a type B return, another retest. In other words, it makes a double bottom. And with the trend line here, that can spell that out. So we could definitely come up and down for turbo before we start taking off. But we should be headed right back up here to these areas right here, 0.00142. All right, so that doesn't. So the bear trap idea wouldn't play with that idea just yet. It may happen later on and recover that trend line. Why would So it could be going up a couple weeks in February. We'll just have to see. Keep your eyes on this one. That's just a new idea that I've got. That one, I'm not going to keep it solid there, but that could happen too. I'll leave that there. Let's come to the chat and see what you guys are talking about. What's up, man? What's up? Minuteman 0311, Shiba. And take a look at Shiba. Adil Sabir, evening dog. Can we get an update on Melania? Sure can. Just write it down. Got Shiba, Melania, Baba Yas, this Echelon. I see Wormhole. Bugpick says GPU. I haven't looked at that one in a minute. All right, let's take a look at GPU. I think that's Node AI. Got a mix. Ooh, snap. Well, my price labels are in my way. Well, there we are. Nailed it. One of them anyway. So this should be a sweet little buy zone. It came down and got our 70-cent target there. All right, so that's what we were looking for on the way down. What have we got? Zooming out now. Nice. So she should be bottoming out here. In my opinion, she should be. And when you zoom out and look and connect the bigger dots, you got this guy. And I know it sounds crazy right now. This one's also one of those guys, right? That also is more like a harmonic pattern. Oh, you got a 786 for tracing that. 6-1 or a 6. Yeah, I know 1 2 7 2. Nice. So with the harmonic patterns, they're kind of, I mean, once their targets that they explain are pretty easy. It's just coming back up to the tops. Blah blah blah. And so yay, 199, 247. If we look at that idea right there. Let's just pull our Fibonacci, swing high to swing low, see what we got. Yeah, I got confidence on there. So the 618 should be hitting. So this is Node AI GPU. These are some sell targets that you can have, prices that we've been before, basically. Higher sell targets can be coming. I mean, for real. And I'll put one of those extended targets over there too. So 250. Oh snap. $294, $250, $199, $176. And then we got the area to look at buying right here around 70. We're at 74 cents right now. So buying the bottom of this pattern, and that's 149% gain to get to 618. Just if it comes up and makes a lower high up there. 183% gains to our first little top area here that according to harmonic patterns, that would be your target. And 250% to $2.50. Yay. We reached 294. That's 320% gain, so not a bad play for GPU. She's at a bottom. This is areas I look for buying. Now you can wait for a signal. That was what the smart way to do. So just I'm gonna jump all in because Road Dogg said it. You know, wait for a. I like to look for these things. I like to look for the 1 hour to get above that 9 moving average. That could be a trigger. At least if you wait for it to get above the 9 moving average, you got more of a chance for it to play out instead of it to keep coming down. So that's what I would recommend. And just then look for the 4 hour to get above that 9 moving average. There's another confirmation you might want to add in again there. That's an easy kind of entry strategy when you kind of verify those and look for things, or wait for the breakout of a trend line, or buy the bottoms like I like to try to do. I'm a bottom fisher. I like this, but this one can keep coming down here. Let's go back to the daily. I think we should post this one over into the to the group there. She's trying to form some bullish divergence. Now, again, with the harmonic patterns, you can come up and come back down, do a big-ass double bottom before we start working our way up here. That's very common to happen right here. But buying on these bottoms when you hit them. So that kind of also plays into what I'm looking at. First couple of weeks of February, we could be coming back up for altcoins. I was expecting something really, really, really nice, but it may just be a nice little, a little bump up, and then toward the end of February, a little of a sell-off, and that might bring us all the way back down to make our double bottoms then. I mean, it kind of fits with the time element idea. Don't know if it'll play out that way or not, but we can at least, park that in the back of our head and be ready for those kind of scenarios. All right, let's take this one and let's copy this image. This is GPU Node AI. Let's put you over into the chart room, trade setups area. GPU Node AI. Daily chart. Swing trade idea with the targets. All right, let's take a look at Echelon, Prime. I think let's take a look at. I was looking for MEXC or KuCoin. CoinEX probably has a good price history on it too. We've charted here before. It's been a minute. Oh, looky there. She went up and hit her 0.5 Fibonacci and went just a little bit above it, but the target got hit right there at 17. That's cool. I've got a spot bag of this for a longer term hold. Nice. Now to me, she's got a little bit of a curvy action there. She's been making the higher highs and higher lows, bouncing off losing the 200 daily moving average, so that kind of sucks, but she lost it before and then regained it. I'd expect her to regain it again here, even though she's talking like she don't want to. Short term, I mean, you're looking at the megaphone pattern, bouncing off the bottom, so yeah, by the pattern itself, we could be looking around 770, maybe just a little bit lower. We got a little bit of wiggle room here with the wicks there. Be a good time to... Are you harmonic too? Oh, what the hell? $618. Oh snap! 127. I hope that's not true. That would suck.
I can feel you staring. Is this something that you like?
There's a chance right here.
I can feel you glaring because I'm so far out of sight. Now if you come in closer, beware of my wicked bite. And yes, I know you chose, but I will not put up a fight.
I'm not an expert on these harmonic patterns, so let me get that out there, but we're picking it up, and it's starting to jive a little bit. But, okay, so worst case scenario, I'm looking for 5.2, but we can still bounce off in this 775 here. Let's look and see if that'll hold bomb the trend line. Echelon Prime, that's a good price to get it there. Some of the bigger things I like, moving averages that we got. I mean, I know we can reclaim this 900 or the 200. 100's above it, 50's above it. That's good. I mean, 200's above the 360. Not so. That's not great, but we've been fine. Okay, we're just kind of in a range. I see the fact that we could recover, even if we come down here, we cover back up. I'm not sold on the $5 target just yet, but it could be that deep. It could go that deep. It could.
I know it might be daring, but there is no need to feel fright.
All right.
And everybody wants you to.
We didn't check out that Miss Melania.
A little closer, get closer to becoming you.
Let's check out Melania.
Tiny mountain queen who
Oh my gosh.
familiar.
$1.63. Oh man, people just dumped the hell out of this one, didn't they?
This is all ours. Standing taller than the trees, they were down, we get this far. Shining bright city of stars, they can't take away what's ours. It's all ours. It's all ours.
Oh. Snap.
It's all ours. It's all ours.
You got a 618 right there.
It's all ours.
She's being tricky.
It's all ours. It's all ours.
Let's see if 158. Let's see if 158 area can hold. That's getting awfully.
Another night, I fall in your sight. Your new eyes cut sharp like a knife. Take a moment and look all around you. I don't want you caught off guard or alone when I go.
Oh, this one is being difficult. I'm not gonna lie. This one's a hard read.
Never walk away. I know what you need. I would bleed for you, but you're taking somebody home. I know I need to move on. I need to be strong. I don't wanna go alone.
I've got a little bit of this, and it's definitely went down since I've got in. I didn't put very much. Let's use our trend line magic here to let's see what it can tell us.
Bite some time and drink from my cup. You hypnotize me with the gift of your tongue.
There we go.
Take a moment and look all around you. I don't want you caught off guard or alone when
So we are respecting the angles. We are definitely respecting the angles here.
I would never walk away. I know what you need. I would bleed for you, but you're taking.
Let's see if we can.
I know I need to move on. I need to be strong. I don't wanna go alone.
Let's also work our angles. So we got this one.
No, I don't wanna. Honey, won't you come on back to me, baby? We could even try and go real slow. You know I want you back. I'm lost without you. Don't you leave me out in the cold.
Okay.
I know what you need. I would bleed for you, but you're taking somebody home.
And let's take another one other angle.
I need to be strong, but I don't wanna go alone. No, no, no.
This is a little different from what you see. I know it's just another little method that we got to pull out all the little tricks in our bag to try to figure out what's going on here. not crazy about what I'm getting there. This one is taking a little bit more time. Best I got so far is it's coming about to 155 or 164 right now.
But you're not much different than me.
But I still don't feel like I'm getting a good read on it.
Inside, you come to me and I walk away. So hard to tell when you're far away from here.
You lost that one too. You lost that one too. You suck.
There's still so much that you don't know, but I know that you'll try.
All right. Well, we get a measured move and see if that will play out. So I'm sucks, but I'm looking at 158 or possibly 136 out of this guy. Now I will say this on this 1 hour time frame, she got a green dot, but she's got some mixed signals. You need to see her get above the 9 moving average before you see any play out of this one. And you know, on the 1 hour, I'd mention that one. And I'd start looking on the 15 minutes. I start looking at the smaller time frame. When she starts regaining when she starts regaining the 9 moving average, that's the green one, on any of the small time frames, you can start tracking it there. Like she's regained it on the 1 minute, but she can give it back, right? And follow it to the 5 minutes, see if it starts gaining it there. If she starts holding it around the 15 and the 1 hour, I mean, those are good times to maybe take a chance on adding in, but these targets could get hit. So I'm looking at these guys as being a possibility. Hopefully this one here will hold this 1.58 cents, but I'm not quite seeing exactly what we need to see to say, yeah, we're going to, other than our indicators are just buried. Look at this. RSI is she's at 12 on the 1 hour. You can't get too much further there. So eventually it's going to start pointing up as price action is going down, and then that will be your bullish divergence that can be spelling out, hey man, it's time. It's sold out too much. But apparently people just paper handed this little sucker right here in the past few days. That's horrible. Melania, you guys notice that all the women in the Trump administration thing, they're all kind of hot? I'm just saying. I just noticed the press secretary is kind of hot. Tulsi Gabbard's definitely hot. I'm just making out. They're very smart, talented, capable women. Don't get me wrong. They picked some good ones, but they're also hot. Go Trump. You the goat. We lost this. We took a measured move from it just to see if we can get something from it. I don't like what it's telling me. We can just hold out and see. This is the messiest chart I've drawn in a while. Jeez. I have to go old school on this one. Let's see what you guys are saying. My friend Bob Armstrong is a Chainlink maxi this year. Thoughts? I like Chainlink. I'm working on getting as much Chainlink build up as I possibly can. Keeps buying Chainlink just below 22. I basically got my orders just stacked down from $18 to $25, just trying to soak it up. That's how I'm working Chainlink on spot margin. That coin, Melania. Uh-oh, I lost the chat. I lost the chat again. That coin, Melania, woman is sad. I went into profit and I forgot I had it. Now it's dead. Luckily, I only put about 30 or 40 bucks. That's right. Hey, good to see you, my man. Love the soundtrack. This is Tory Wolf over on Epidemic Sound, and probably a lot of the things that we get on Epidemic Sound that you hear on here, they're also available on Amazon. If you catch a song that you kind of like, you can. Alexa has a lot of them. I know it has a lot of Nick HD songs over there. But yeah, sometimes some of these songs are pretty good. They are. Wow, I'm really impressed with some of these artists. I thought she was kind of fitting for the mood that we have. Bug Pick, I put him onto that soundtrack. He told me that it changed his life and he feels like a new man or turkey. What's going on with Melania? It just keeps going down and nobody's got conviction in it. Nobody's got conviction. I remember she was selling about $7. I mean, they're meme coins. I don't know what to say. But I mean, shoot, when you think about it, I mean, I don't know. I could see the Trump one. You know, Trump does some really great things, and people get behind Trump, the meme coin. Maybe when Melania starts doing more first lady things, and you know, she's not a big one to go in the news, but she'll do some things. But that might be something that would pump it. But it's, you know, all meme coins are just about hype and community. I don't know that we got a big community. We got a lot of people pissed off that they came out with these coins. I'm not pissed about it, but it was a little much just to come out with another one. At least they didn't come out with, you know, the whole damn family, you know, day after day after day. I mean, that would look kind of tacky. That's right. What is? Oh yeah, the Tory Wolf. I've never looked her up before. Let's take a Tory Wolf. Oh wow, she's kind of wild looking. She looks like Boy George with that hat on. I'm no offense, but I'm just saying. But yeah, she's on Instagram. She's on X there, and she has music videos on YouTube there. So yeah, check her out. She's kind of cool. I like a lot of the stuff that she has on Epidemic Sounds. Here our altcoins are for the hour. XCN's the only one that's holding up. I had to take a little bit of profit on that just to move that to move over to back. I took money out of my spot margin, moved over to XCN before she took off again, added to my bag that I made a nice big profit, and then it went up even more. So I've got a good bag of this. I've got a really good bag. You know, it could be even better, but I got a nice bag out of this and didn't put very much at all in it. So I took some profit, and now I'm using that to help cover some of the smaller ass positions I got on small margin. I didn't have to take very much profit, and then also buying it as it comes down. I'm pyramiding into XCN. When she drops, I'm buying. On my spot plays, and my spot margin plays, I pyramid. I find my levels. I use Fibonacci a lot, find the areas that could be good pivot points where she should bounce, and I will go below that. And it's kind of like catching the falling knife. Some people would call it that. It's kind of like DCA, and you know, however you want to look at it. But that's what I do for my spot and spot margin plays. And so far, it works all right for me. And absolutely dip your wick down into my big old vat of wax right there. We come out with a nice big juicy candle, and we start going up. What is this? That looks like a bong. Does that look like a bong? Looks like a bong. I'm just saying it. I didn't mean for it to, but it smokes like a bong. Take our teeth. Whoa, dude. What's that? Brother. Awesome. So altcoins. Sucks to be an altcoin today. Total 3. I want to take a look at you. Total 3 represents all of our altcoins. Oh, did you dump below? Did you go below it? They've been dumping while we've been on the stream here. Bukowski measure move hit and just a little bit more, and now she's respecting our white trend line here where we got it drawn from wicks. It could be a little bit better, but wicks to wicks to wicks. So we want to see this area hold right now. Let's go down to the nitty gritty. Let's go down to, this is total 3. This represents all of our altcoins. Our altcoins going to dump. We should be able to tell in the next few minutes here. Look, go down to the 1 minute on the total 3. We're doing 1 minute on total 3. That's so crazy. Look at this. Look at trend lines. This is the power of trend lines. When you take care with them, this is my story on it. When you take care of your trend lines and don't just draw them willy-nilly, try to pinch the tips. So if you zoom out and connect the dots, you have better luck. And if you watch me on my channel, I'm not bragging. I'm just showing you how that I do this. But I get this a lot. But the reason that it happens to me a lot is because I take care of withdrawing them, and I just see some of these, some of the guys that come on and teach pattern trading stuff. They're just looking at what's happening just right at them. Like if we're looking at this, I know we're on the 1 minute, but they're just looking here. Look, you got this ascending triangle. And okay, you can watch these things develop, but the truth comes out when you zoom the freak out. All it was is zooming out and making a little adjustment on our lines that we needed to. It's not even that beautiful over here. It's how did you even get that line from here? Well, it wasn't on the 3-day chart. It more than likely was the 4 hour where we did that, right? Yeah, we took it to the 4 hour because we're looking for local time. What's going to happen now, right? Went from wick to wick, and it perfectly here on the 1 minute respected it. Now she could easily go up somewhere, get resistance. She could come all the way up here and roll back and then go lower. That could happen. So we're not going to put that out. But for right now, she respected that beautifully. And that happens just by zooming out and, drawing a trend line. That's the best way I can explain it. That's something that the 1 minute flag chasers have not quite figured out just quite yet. I'm just throwing that out there. We look at things differently. I teach that if you look at things the way Bukowski teaches you, if you're going to be a pattern trader, thepatternSite.com, we go over this a lot. He's got the alpha. This is the GOAT for pattern trading, okay? When I apply his stuff, it works. If you apply the little YouTuber that charges you $99 a month for flags on the upside and whatever, I mean, you can get some results, but in my personal opinion, he's not a true pattern trader. I'm just going to throw it out there. There's some stuff about pattern trading that he would highly benefit from if he spent some time with Bukowski. If he did that, oh man, he might be, then his head would grow up bigger than what it is now. So if we're looking at the 1 minute time frame, instead of me trying to pinch a tip here and do all that, I'm going to zoom out on the 1 minute and see that we're in a megaphone pattern. It has a 72% chance to break the upside. Well, they should be coming right back over here at about 984 million. So we're on the 1 minute, by the way. It sucks. When you zoom out, it's like, what the hell does that mean? Because the bigger time frames are the best ones. The bigger time frames will help you figure out what's going to happen. Well, bigger time frames have the answers, just as the bigger time frames are telling me that, man, when we come up right up here, about 1 trillion, we're probably going to get rejected again. If we're lucky to get up that high. Got that from a 24 minute, not the 1 minute. Just saying. I'm starting to rant. I think I'm getting tired. Are we getting the thingies? We're still live, right? Yeah, okay. Nadra says exactly. Sounds good. Let me concentrate on charts. Ivanka is fine. Yes, yeah. Bullet on Crypto says puff puff pass. Ha 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 ha. I feel like a lizard. Bullets on Crypto says, I've been buying every few drop, every few hundredths of the drop. Hold the line, road dog, hold the line. Well, Bitcoin, you're down. How much am I accumulating? I do have orders every $100 in Bitcoin. I do. I'm trying to accumulate the hell out of this little sucker. Come on. You want to drop down to 93? I'm still going to be buying. Probably not every $100, but till we get down to about I think I'm all the way down through here. So there's a chance that we can come down and we can make a double bottom idea here for Bitcoin. We still got that idea to go. That's still bullish. We could get some support around 97.6. We did lose a trend line. That kind of sucks. Sucks. But it's not the most strongest trend line in the world. We got some wiggle room, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take this trend line down to the bottom of this wick and see what it does. You're breaking that too? Well, here we go. Yeah, well, we're starting to run out of wiggle room here, so we may need to evaluate this idea. Put you on the back burner, Bitcoin, and I'm going to angle you out. Oh, there we go. We got our angles to our dangles, and right below where we are, we also got support. Getting us some new. Oh man, 96. You want to do that? Can you do that? You going? But don't forget the double bottom situation that we could be looking at. Okay, don't forget that. You also got this guy. We're going to paint these guys orange as in caution. I mean, look for a bounce. Look for a confirmation on your bounce before you just wildly enter there, unless you got, you know, yeah, unless it's just part of your strategy.
Secrets I keep, let the world just fade away. You're all I need. Can it just be us?
That is not a solid. Where'd this line come from? What the hell's going on here?
You my trust tonight. It's yours to keep. Let's fall in love.
Were you trying to angle out here? I don't like that.
At the right time. Can we find
We were using that one.
tonight? Do you believe in magic? Comes from the inside.
Let's apply a little trend line magic here.
Do you believe in magic? Comes from the inside. Do you believe in magic? Comes from the inside. Do you believe in magic?
92, 93. We've had those numbers before. I'm not convinced that they're going to hit. We lost our 382. That sucks. The 1 hour is coming to talk to the devil. We talked about that possibility. Guys, when we're dropping, Lucy's always usually there. We got a good chance to bounce right here. Come back in. We got a really good chance. As a matter of fact, I want to draw a trend line here because it's going to be a different thing on a different time frame. But we'll mark where Lucy's at right now. And we'll see if we can bounce from there on the smaller time frame. But let's just go back to the 1 minute and see. You didn't touch the line. Come back and touch it. Come back and touch it. Here you've got a little bit of bullish divergence forming here. We're watching Bitcoin on the 1 minute because, well, why not? Why not? Let's see if you can do something, Bitcoin. Let's see if we can. Ooh. I would say Bitcoin would probably come up, maybe. I'm looking for a partial decline. It looks like she got a started one here and she didn't touch the target. Maybe we get a partial decline here, double bottom or something. It would be part of that partial decline, and then working our breakout. Oh, we're on the 1 minute chart. Can we hang around to do that? Got all kinds of little green dots here on market cipher saying, go for it, Bitcoin, do it. Stop dropping, stop dropping. We're trying to come up above 101,000 again. Trying to recover that area as we speak. The bad signs on this 1 minute time frame is that we're trying to flip the script here. Lucy, this red line here, recently she crossed bullish over the 800, and we got a little bit of a pump out of that idea, and she's falling right around the curvature of that 800. They have not bearishly crossed. If they bearishly cross, it would drop, because that would be flipping my whole ribbon here, and for this small ass time frame, the 1 minute, we would probably get a little bit of a drop. Could. Sometimes they pump on those, but I don't like the fact of flipping the ribbon. Right now we got that little hair of her being above that 800, just holding us, giving us the hope that we can come back up to that target and go back and talk to her on the 1 minute. Don't know, might happen. It's looking kind of bearish here at the moment, but we're above the 9 moving average on the 1 minute, so I can't say anything bad about you at the moment. That's hope. That's hope. What I do if I'm like day trading or doing something like that here, I've got this trend line and I'm waiting for her to see if she breaks or not. And that's a pretty decent angle. This one might actually hold for a minute. Let's go, Bitcoin. Are you going to break now and make me look stupid? You could. You're at the 50 moving average. You're going to lose it, or are you going to hold it? Oh my God! She's trying to break it. Yeah, no. Maybe we should go to the Bitcoin bowl on the 10-second chart. You might be coming back down here and retest 21 moving average in this area right here for the double bottom on this 1 minute. That's what I'd be looking at. They got a double bottom here with this area of support resistance. 21 moving average is there. If we lose this trend line, we're coming down there, and then what I would do Our trend line would be maturing. So if I was in like a perpetual futures trade, we close a candle here, I'd probably take 25-50%. And then when we come back over here, get a bottom and watch it confirm, then we get more of an angle idea and get a more mature channel, and then that's when we can bounce and start recovering. I would add in over here. It's a retest of this trend line. That's kind of what I'm looking at. If we're looking at small time frames. What I am not doing, what you do not see me doing here on this 1 minute time frame, I'm trying to look at the bigger picture even on the small time frame. What I did not do is come up here and go, look, that's a flag to the upside, or this, or you know, I mean, you can try that. I know some people teach this. I understand what they're trying to do with it, but you know, there's other things here. We went past our little area here, so it sucks to be me saying that. Oh, we're going to come all the way down? Well, that sucks for both of us. The flag guys and for me. Where are you coming down to? Let's look for a 786 retracement. We're in some deep retracement area. Don't you do 886 on me. Don't you should bounce right here. I want you to bounce right here. Can you do it for me? Can you do it, Bitcoin? Can you bounce right here? I've got hope that she can bounce off her 786. If not, we're doing an 886, which is down here under yellow line. And oh man, I really don't want to see an 886 because that means we're going to be choppy for a minute. More than likely choppy. All right, so for a minute on the 1 minute chart. 21 people hanging out, and we're just watching Bitcoin on the 1 minute chart because I guess we're bored on the weekend and there's nothing much else to do, and just watch us bleed out drop by drop in this crypto market. And this final, what I think might be one of the last flush outs that we have in Bitcoin and crypto, my personal interpretation here. 1 minute chart, you'll see that the non-moving average is still above the 21. That gives us hope that we can just snap right back up there. That's something that the 21 moving average only people might not see. Touching the 886, let's hope and pray that that holds. Market Cypher saying we could go lower. Sucks. Don't want you to go lower. If you do go lower, I'm looking for this guy. With the slight possibility of this one. I'm not really concerned about this one right now. Let's see if this 886 will hold. It needs to hold. Can you hold, or are you going to dump 30 on us? Bitcoin Ichimoku Cloud says, you know, I'm kind of cool with her holding. I'll take you. Ichimoku Cloud likes to get big and thick, and then price likes to go into. Oh snap! It ain't happening right now though. Looks like we're going to go for a lower low. So 50 moving average, see what got rejected there, and then the 9 moving average, how it's turning over. That's rolling over. I still like that it's above the 21 and hasn't crossed them automatically, so I've still got hope that we can bounce back. However, this crosses over that one. Like if we keep coming down, it will cross, and then we will get probably more. One idea we can look at is this trend line area. Let's go from body to body. Colors don't match, but we'll go with it. Still looking for. Oh, thank you for respecting that trend line. That wasn't from pinching the tip, but that was from finding those trend lines. And we may have something here. Is this respect this thing? Oh, look, we got a little angle dangle going on. Not so much over here on this side, but we do up here. Can you come back and play in this angle? Are we going to be in this little channel now instead of breaking below it? That's what I want to know. Are we? Are you going to wick down here? I don't know what she's going to do. This don't look good. Why are you tilting down, Nichimoku, on a 1 minute time frame? Oh, there you go. Now you're leveling out. There, let's see how she did that too. So we bounced off of here, off of this trend line, respecting angles, and it respects this angle. That's why I'm using it. You can oh, looky there. Well, right there there was a channel. We'll have to take that one. We put it in here on the top. Let's see if she can hold. Can you hold for me, baby? Can you hold for me? Looks like we got a nice little possible trigger wave set up here on Market Cypher. That's a cool little thing. It comes down and prints a little green dot here. We got the handle, and you got the trigger. Well, then I guess you go this way with it. boom, and you pull the trigger, and we shoot up. It happens. That's a good little market cipher trick there. Thing to look for. That's one of the crypto faces little plays. 9 is still not crossed bears over the 21. We still have hope to recover that 21 and possibly that 9 moving average. Let's see if we can play this out. Come on, baby, on the 1 minute time frame. Why are you coming down for another retest? Don't do that. You didn't get above your zones. Fibonacci strategy says we need to get above 100,618 to clear this area. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Come on, yeah, turn green. Oh, lucky, green. We got green. We got green, ladies and gentlemen. There is green on the screen. I'm just going to paint some happy little lines. Look at this happy little line right there. Maybe it will give us just a little place that maybe we can find some solitude right above it. Just a happy little oh, you're stuck! I'm just going to take it back to the happy little wick and hope for the best. Hope we get a little green. I need some more green here. Oh, don't do this to me. Don't do it, Bitcoin. We want you to bounce. Bounce for me. So horizontally resistance, if you're looking at that idea, I mean, move this little guy down. It's not a perfect straight line, but you get the drift. That's now our resistance so far, unless we recover it. That puts us in danger if we do lose it. That being resistance and the more downside. So, remember, we are on the 1 minute time frame. This is just a flea's fart in the wind compared to what's really going on in the market. We're just being bored and wanting to just feel the pain or find the hopium. Come on, baby, give us some good news before I pop off. 20 people still hanging out. I've been going for 2 hours again. There we go. There's hopium. Do we have some more hopium? Sean, fire up. Oh, nice hopium. Look, green candle. We like the green. So it looks like we are respecting this trend line. If we're respecting this trend line, we're probably respecting this channel. It's a downward descending channel. They break to the up. It's a bullish channel. I know the price is going down, but it's actually bullish because they have a tendency to break up and out. So if we're looking at this is telling us, hey man, we came out of it. We came out of this area, and now we're in this area. And that's bullish. Let's see if she can recover that. Oh man, 9 across the 21. That sucks to be you. Don't get rejected there. Pop up above it. Come on. Ichimoku's trying to level it out. We got some hope. Man, you're really fighting. This is like watching paint dry. We got the green dot on market cipher saying, let's go. Let's try to make something good out of this. Stochastic's very trying to go up. Recover that non-moving average so I can quit talking bad about you, Bitcoin. Let's do it. Do it. Let's get a nice little pump. Let's go to that cloud. That cloud sitting right above our trend line, just inviting us, saying, come on, Bitcoin. Come on in. The water's good. Let's go. What the hell, Bitcoin? What the hell? What are you doing? No, that's not what we're talking about. No, happy thoughts. Are you making a lower low? We don't need a lower low. We could go with it. Oh, she's trying to double bottom here. Maybe. Are we going to have to go with the 10-second chart? I think we're going to see it on the 10-second chart. Nothing crazy. Are we that bored? Oh my gosh, that looks horrible. Come on, double bottom here. Come on, do something. Oh, look at you. Thick cloud over here too. That's cool. I like that. That's hopeful. Until you lose this, then I'm going to be, oh, you suck. Come on, baby. You can do it. Bounce to the upside. You look scary as it looks like it don't want to. It really looks like it don't want to, but this is those times when it does. Yeah. Please cross the moving averages because they're not healthy right now. Come on. Get back above the green line. Do something. Go in that cloud. Do something. Get away from this bottom. So far, we're working on the double bottom. It's trying to hold. We're on the 10-second chart. Oh my gosh. Well, is this what we're reduced to on a Saturday? Is coming to a 10-second chart? We're not trading. We're just watching. Oh, we regained the 9-moving average on the 10-second. That's a start. It's a 12-step program, and we just registered. Okay, let's go. You're not looking good. This is not looking good. That's bad. That's bad. That's dumpy. I don't like that. No. Don't. I don't like that. Don't do this. Man, unless you turn green. If we see some green, that's good. If it stays red and it comes down, it's not good. Not good. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm on the 10-second chart. We're on the 10-second chart with Bitcoin. This is the state that we're in right now. Retest. Don't roll over. This is not good. I don't like this. Oh, I don't like that. Give me some green. Show me some green. Here, we need some opium. We need more opium. For real. Lost a non-moving average. You suck, Bitcoin. What's wrong with you? Get your life together. Get your game together. We talk bad about Bitcoin when she's below non-moving average. This tough love, kind of, I know it's kind of like nagging, but, nagging kind of works, makes me do stuff. I do it reluctantly, but if you nag at me long enough, I'm going to do something to make you shut up. Hi, honey. Are you watching the stream? Love you. Wasn't talking about you, baby. No, I was talking about I don't have a boss. Damn. Sean, I was talking about Sean. Look at that pump. Go, baby. That's good. There's our sliver of green right here. Green. We got our green. We got our green. I feel comfortable about this. Let's go, Bitcoin. Let's make it happen. Roll this little sucker over. Let's let that 100 moving average flip flop. Come on, let's do it. Come on, let's go. Come on. Let's go, Bitcoin. We gotta be in the. We interrupt this program to bring you the Calico Bowl. Ladies and gentlemen, we're watching Bitcoin on the 10-second chart as the bulls are trying to make a little comeback, trying to face some resistance here from previous trend lines. Will they overcome the trend line? It looks like they are trying to. A little bit of green over here on the Ichimoku cloud. It would be nice if we could bump up. It could happen, or we could just come right back down. Hard to tell, but being in the middle of the Ichimoku cloud, the players, we got rejected. Still a good sign being in the red cloud. There is still some hope that we will come down and maybe retest this little purple line and bounce to the upside, that little green moving average. We still have the little sliver of green, the little bit of hope right over here. But we are on the 10-second chart. We are watching this play-by-play and the bigger scheme of things. This is nothing. Will we find support? The non-moving average just crossed mostly over the 21 and the 50. If only that red 21 can cross over that blue line, that would be beautiful and amazing. Still got some hopium here. While the little green on the Ichimoku cloud. Coming back to the 21 moving average, lose the 9, target the 21. We're stuck on the 50 right now. I expect to hit this 21 anytime now. She can wick below it. She can play some games with us. But as long as she comes back up and tries to reclaim that 9, we got some hope. Get us out of this cloud, park us on the other side. Let's go to draw a trend line because we got one of Foreman here. Might she come down here? Wouldn't surprise me if she wicks down there as long as she doesn't come any lower. Let's respect that trend line, baby. Let's do it. Come on. Let's bounce from here. Let's not have any more crossings over there. Ladies and gentlemen, watching the Bitcoin on the give up its life here. Scaring everybody out of the market. Oh, snap. We lost that. That sucks. Well, that is no cool bueno. You made a higher high? Oh, you playing with us now. She made a higher high. She should be making a higher low. What are you doing, Bitcoin? You doing a 786 or? Oh, are you faking us out? Look, a bear trap idea. We lost the trend line. Get back into it. Could be something good and juicy. Ichimoku cloud's got a little bit of green, a little bit of red, looking a little confused, but if we can get above it, we're doing good. That's what I'm hoping for. Let's go get above it. Suck us into this Ichimoku. Oh, you suck. Bearish retest. Is that what you're doing? Oh, that was that. If we apply this, if we do get a major move to the downside, we're starting to look around 100,450. Not really crazy about that idea. That would be losing this double bottom idea, this channel idea we got, because we got a top channel and a bottom channel area. Just something we'll put on the back burner. Let's see if we can get some respect here on this line. We need this to hold. This could be making a triple bottom. Some people might see a inverted head and shoulders. A bombing pattern could be happening. Probably come down into it. Could work. Or we could go lower. Fuck the BU, Bitcoin. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bitcoin Bowl. Taylor Swift, can you sing us a song? We're leveling out here in a little triangle for you little nerds trying to pinch the tips. Yeah, little nerd. So you got a good chance to recover that 9 moving average. Come on, 21 across the 50. That's bullish. Let's pop up. Pop up now, Bitcoin. Oh no, now 21 across the 50. Well, maybe not pop up. I thought we had opium to pop up. Oh man, that looked good for a pop up for a second, but we are on the second charts. You can still do it, but I've lost my confidence that we want to do it right now. We're holding this level that we were holding way back over here before we broke the trend line. That's a strong little support area. Nice little support area. I don't know if... Oh, are you trying to get above the 9? Are you trying to get above the 9? The 9's running into you. I mean, something's got to happen here, Bitcoin. Can you pop up to here? Can you pop up to here? Can you pop up higher? Can you pop up at all? Can you just stop going lower, please? Stop bleeding out everything. Bitcoin, I'm talking to you, baby. I feel like my music is kind of loud. I'm just saying. Well, let's crank the music down to loud. There we go. A nice little candle on the 10-second chart, recovering that 9 moving average. Let's see if we can get that pop up. Looks like a high heel stiletto shoe. A high heel stiletto shoe. Do we have the Christmas story pattern going on here on Bitcoin? Tell me it's not so. Tell me it is so, because I like that pattern. Can we get that one? Can we get the little naked lady lampshade, the little rocks? What are they? Rocket? Oh no! She's got hammer toe. She's got hammer toe. Flat foot hammer toe. Not a good look, ladies and gentlemen. Not a good look. Don't go any lower. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. I'm taking you off. No, I don't think we got it. We could be surprised. This is also an easy place where the 9 can cross the 21 if we can get a bounce here. I know it's starting to lose the possibilities of it happening, but it can still happen. We can cross the 9 and the 21, knock out 2 birds with one stone, because this area seems to be freaking holding, isn't it? For this little 10-second chart, this makes a nice little support area. Let's go, baby. Let's pump it. Pump it up. We've already made a double bottom scenario here. We don't need to come all the way back. Oh, snap. He went lower. Well, it's all over, ladies and gentlemen. I'm giving it up. I'm just going to sell all my Bitcoin, come back next year, 4 years from now, and sell it all again. Just buy it and turn around. I'm done. We're done. This sucks. Crypto's a scam. Bitcoin's a scam. Nice thickening Ichimoku cloud here on the 10-second. Can you do it? Ichimoku, you just flip the script on us. You suck. Or not Ichimoku, but Bitcoin price. You just made a lower low. You're sucking. Oh, this is no longer any fun. I think we should just go back to the old room. What are you clapping for? Price is going down. The bags are tanking here. Why are you being so positive? I think we're going to flesh out, ladies and gentlemen. That's been my thesis for this whole weekend, is that they're fleshing us out one more time. I think that it will behoove you in a few months if you don't capitulate, especially spot bags. If you're holding spot now, if you're using leverage, you might have to take risk into account, and you might have to make some moves that you're not very happy about making. But you got to do what safeguards your capital. I mean, but I'm not telling you to. In my personal opinion, they're going to try to fake us out this weekend. That's just me, and I could be totally wrong. You can come back Monday and say, they just upped the market, man. We're below 80,000. You suck, road dog. But my thesis is on this that, look. Did we do this on the weekly? Oh, this is not even the one we did it on. Still holds, though. So this is our trend line from candle bodies to candle bodies on the weekly. And if you look over here, we're on the weekly time frame. That has been acting as support. I know we wicked down below it, but all the candle bodies have been closing above that, and we're far from there. That's 96,000. Might we come down there? Maybe. Could we come down to 91 and wick down there and play this game again? We could, because we're in a big ass range. But the main thing is that we always close our candles above this white trend line. That has been acting as supports eventually, and we are above the 9 moving average on the weekly. We are above it. on the weekly. We're doing awesome. We're getting ready to close a weekly candle here in just a few days, and it's starting to look like it's going to be a nice one, even though it looks like it's red right now. Closing above that 9-moving average is beautiful. Well, that looks weird. Are you a toppy signal? We're not looking at any morning stars and tombstones or anything. Not just yet, ladies and gentlemen. If we're above the 9, we're just fine. You did get this red dot on the weekly, though. Oh, snap. Say it's not true. Last time we had it, we had this. Shoot. I still maintain we're above the 9-moving average. That things are good, but we got to keep an account. Okay. Dude, we got to think about it. We're in this. Okay, we got a red dot here. Yeah, we can do red dot, green dot, red dot. That happens. That happens. Can we go back? Red dot, green dot, and then red dot, green dot, red dot. That was back in 2020, December 2020. This was January. This was January 11th of 2021, red dot. This was Monday, February 8th, green dot. And then this was Monday, February 22nd, green dot, and then we dumped. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Well, ladies and gentlemen, 25 people hanging out with me, and we just extended this stream way below. Hey, look, you're still up 69,000 on that one. As we watch Bitcoin, just, oh man, you do not look good. This does not look good. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to scare you, but I'm looking at the Ichimoku cloud. She's not happy here. Why are we on 24 minute? We're testing Lucy on the 1 hour. We're testing the Lucy line, the 666 moving average, the little devil girl that usually when we dump, she's always in the picture somehow. So, oh, she's not on here. I don't have her little picture here. It's in the other room. This, Well, on this particular chart, on the 1 hour, we got the 800 down here at 99.6. We lose Lucy, we could be coming back and talk to it. But like I said earlier, we kind of already did our thing with it. We really don't have to talk to it again. Unless we just want to establish that, oh, you're going to hold for support and not wick below it again. Or maybe. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to drop further or not. I just know that they're testing us. And that there is less and less Bitcoin being available to be purchased. And there's more and more huge ass rich nation states looking to buy Bitcoin, and something's going to clash there. Supply and demand are going to clash, and the number is going to go up on Bitcoin. And if you were, these guys know this. The people looking at Bitcoin know this. Their advisors, who they're the people that they're paying to, hey, tell me how I need to play Bitcoin so we can do it for a nation state. I mean, it's not unheard of to think that we might get one flush out, so that, well, the big dogs can get it cheaper than 100,000. I'm just saying. I'm not looking for 70,000 or anything like that. Some people are. They may start seeing those thumbnails pop up over the weekend. I wouldn't doubt that over the next few days into the week. It may take Tuesday or Wednesday before we see a nice little solid turnaround in the real market and in crypto, but hey. I'm not selling me Bitcoin. I'm trying to buy more. And I will be buying on however far that we dip down. Because I sells it. I take profits on the ways up. And I'm ready for you, Bitcoin. Guys, we're going for 2 hours. That looks like a diamond. I think I'm probably far from where we were talking about. Bitcoin is worse than say. Oh no. Get out your feelings, 63 Marshmallow. I'm back. Hey, what's up? Did y'all go through salt? Yeah, we did. Right? We did, right? We did, right? I think. I don't know, man. Honestly, I turned my pages though. You know, I'm not sure that I did go through Solana. I can't exactly remember. Let's go take a look at it. I have 213. I think I talked about it, and I was looking for like 202. All right, so Solana, if we zoom out, playing with our fibbies. Oh, I don't have the right fibbies. Where's this KuCoin?
Let you go. But have you really gone?
Oh, we're looking at symmetrical triangle idea or something, right?
Time moves slow. What are we waiting on? I keep your blood on my shelf. Let it run. I worship the ground you're on. Now that you're gone and we've fallen out, I can't stop thinking you're all I go on about.
I think this was a bear trap, a swing failure pattern. I really do.
These are the colors that come.
I'm looking at the lower 200s possibly getting tested, and we can go lower. I'm not saying we can't. I mean, these other ideas are 180 could be seen. Oh, it could. We could see 182. We got no signs of it happening just yet. We're finding support on the 50 and 100, and as it stands so far, 50 is still above the 100, hasn't crossed bearishly. This is a red cloud. We normally don't go down in a red cloud. It can happen, but normally it doesn't. Sometimes we'll come back into it and bounce off. That could be happening. I'm on the daily. 9 has not crossed the 21 yet. It could still happen. We're in a lot of chop area. Made a higher high. We're looking for a higher low area.
And now I am here by myself.
So for Solana here on the daily, we're at a 618. This is a great place to try to hold.
I can't stop thinking you're all I go on about.
And our next fib level down to look for would be the 786 if it doesn't hold.
These are
And that's around 196. There's a chance that where are we at? 213, that we can bounce back from here, regain 217, 218 through there. And if we can do that and hold it, then we got a good chance, that maybe we got our local bottom in, or temporary bottom, or maybe the bottom. This is also retesting these areas, the highs over here. So, I mean, this is normal. We're getting scared because of where price is right now in the wicks, but it's really where the candle body closes that matters. And the candle body's way above this area right now, so I'm taking that as a positive sign. So I'd like to see us get above 117 and hold it. I know we're dipping down right now, smaller time frames. Oh man, the 800, we lost that on the 1 hour. Yet the 800, the 660 and the 360 are, I mean, they're still up here. So we can come back to these areas at 245 is what this is telling me. Even if we might bottom down over here, we can still work our way back up there. Let's take a measured move and see what she's got possible. Oh, measured move says 212. Let's see if that holds. That's a full-on measured move from the tip down to our trend line. We just didn't apply any kind of multiplier. I don't think you need to do that on this one, channel ideas. So Bukowski measured moves, I'm gonna put it in blue, or I guess cayenne. Or it's a measured move anyway. We'll mark it as a measured move. So we could be, and the measure move says that this could be the bottom area. This is the place where we should bounce. That's what the measure move says. We should be able to find some support here. Now it can turn into something else, another pattern that may signal that we come down further, or another pattern signals that we come back up. Also, the idea that you want to look at is when you break out of the pattern, you're always look for the idea of a possible retest coming back up to the price where it broke out of, and or to the trend line that you lost. It could do that, or it might even just get rejected at a lower area. So but always looking for a bounce after we hit our measure move, or even after we have a breakout. Look for a retest. And here's what happens for the new people in the market, the people that doesn't have enough experience in trading on this. And it happens to everybody when we start out. But price starts coming down, you get scared and you want to sell, and the more it drops, you'll let's go sell. Okay, because you maybe got this argument ahead, I need to de-risk and save my ass. But what I encourage you to think about is that on the days that we start dropping and everything's just dropping and it's bearish and try to, if you can not panic, and just hold on. Just I mean, I know it gets scary as SF. Unless you're facing liquidation, there's no need to take any kind of drastic action, because it will probably go against you. Because what usually happens, it will come down and then we get a retest. And then this is your opportunity if you want to de-risk, to sell some off, maybe, you know, protect your purse a little bit. These are the areas you wait for it to come back up and then sell if you're expecting us to do a rollover. But we could break back in and go bullish. Those are some ideas too. The worst thing to do is to sell on the red candles down. And it seems like a smart idea at the time. It does. Your emotions will sit here and tell you, but I'm getting out. I'm saving my capital. I'm doing what? But you're selling the bottom is what you're doing. And the market makers know that. The market makers this is what they do. They know human emotion, or the algorithms they got programmed, the little bots they got. I mean, it will mess with our emotions. It does. Whatever they figured out, they've got a good little system of doing it, because they flush us out every time. I don't know that we can blame it on them. It's not really them doing anything. They're just setting up the scene. It's the retail and everybody else that's just helping that narrative develop. They're the ones that are getting scared and say, I'm scared, I'm the one to sell now. And everybody starts selling and selling and selling. The market says, yeah, gotcha, suckers. Yeah, you did just what we wanted you to do. You did just what we wanted you to do. Right when you sell, watch us pump it. Because that's why when you sell, every time I sell, they pumps. Every time I buy, it dumps. Because you're playing into the market maker's game. Your emotions are in control. And it's making you make the wrong decision at the right time, even though your emotions are telling your head that it's the right one to do. That's what's so crazy about it, the psychology in this market. So if you're spot and you're selling, you'll probably regret it. If you got some leverage and you're selling, you might have reason, but you don't have to sell at all. I'm just saying, do what you need to do for you. Always. But just don't let your emotions wreck you, because that is the biggest thing that makes us get wrecked in crypto. Is just getting scared and saying it's over. But you're moving averages here, even on this 1 hour. The bigger ones, the ones that matter the most, 800, 600, 360. They're saying we can come back. They're not in danger of crossing anytime soon. They're not going to give it up anytime too soon in this time frame. And that tells me over the next 10, 20, 30 candles that we could find ourselves back up here. Was it Solana? We could find ourselves back up around 240, at least somewhere around 230. And here we are, 213, juicy. Feeling my orders slowly go down. And I'm looking about 205. I had 202. And there's still some wiggle room with this trend line I've got. I mean, I know I got that one here, but there's some wiggle room in here. And on this small time frame, it may not be lined up as well. On the bigger ones is where I think probably the daily where we got it. Could be. Here on the 4 hour, we got old Lucy down here right at 207. So, we're probably going to go talk to her. I'm just saying. The Ichimoku Cloud is not happy. So further downside, but what I'm seeing for this weekend is this is a drop and then a good chance to come back. They're playing with us. That's what I'm going with. You don't have to believe me. I'm not expecting you to believe me. I'm just sharing what I'm seeing on the charts, what it's telling me. They're playing us for the weekend, and it could get a little bit more uglier. This weekend. So, ready for it. But if you got the dry powder and you're watching for the right signs and everything, you could really, once you get your signals that you need, because I think they will be coming, I could be looking at something nice. Body to body to wick. Well, that's signs of support. Maybe it will hold. Let's take the angles. Let's take her down to the wicks, and we got a little bit more area here. Yeah, I can see Lucy. Lucy will come into play. I'm pretty sure that 666 moving average will be touched on this 4 hour time frame. All right, guys, 25 people hanging out with me. I think I'm about ready to wrap this one up. Apparently, if you hit the like button, Road Dogg sends you 1 Bitcoin. I've heard that. I'm going to hit the like button right now. Oh, gosh darn it. Hey, Elvis, are you still in the building, Elvis?
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Elvis. Thank you, Elvis. Thank you very much. Big Marshmallow. Bye. You guys have a nice weekend. Hey, thanks for hanging out, guys. We'll be back tonight about 10:30, and we probably will be a little bit lower on some of these things. It's just what it's saying. So let's try not to get too freaked out and scared. I'm not trying to. The support will be coming, I think. But we'll be back tonight. We'll look at the market and see what it looks like. And tomorrow might be kind of interesting. And we'll try to look into the bigger time frames to figure this little guy out. Meanwhile, it's altcoins dump. Look at this. The last hour, that's not too bad. 1% for the day, though. For the altcoins, look how much they drop. Around 7 to 8% on average. Some of them drop as much as about 10%. I mean, there'll be some more that drop more than that, of course, but on average for each category and section that they're in, getting about a 10 to it. Slowly. AVAX is $31, $32. We are definitely getting a pull off, weak hands selling off. Exactly what the market makers want, exactly what the whales want. The whale games, that's what happens on the weekends. We just lost everything. What happened? We lost it all. But guys, I will see you tonight, and we will continue to watch the whale games. Sean, take us to the end screen. Bye.
Come on, come here, bud. Come on. You freaky dog.
Is Doge at the bottom or could it retest the 20? We looked at that one earlier, and I got it could go down to 28. I was looking at that one. We can take a look at it tonight too. Y'all get your coin list and y'all come back. We'll just devote it all to we'll spend a little time on Bitcoin, but then we'll just get in straight up coin request and we'll just look at them all, or try to. Road Dog forgot he's streaming. I do. Am I streaming? Oh, sorry. Riding the roller coaster, having fun. Always goes down quicker than it goes up. Ain't that the truth? Wait, we still token? Oh. That happens. See you tonight, guys.